Our visions have been blurred by the people that have influenced us. So always remember who, always know, always try to figure out who do you think is influencing you. Always ask that question. Who is influencing you? Always ask that question. Perpetually ask that question. Who is influencing you? That's a very good question to ask yourself every single day. Hey everyone, welcome back to Lit Mind. I am Karthik and today we're going to talk about how we can be intelligently ignorant about things and people in our lives, that we must be intelligently ignorant about those things. But why do I say intelligently is because that we do not have to be entirely ignorant about things. You see, we've heard that statement which says that ignorance is bliss, but that's not true, because ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is pain. Ignorance brings suffering. Ignorance is what perpetuates your problems. Ignorance is what is keeping you where you are right now. Ignorance has put you in your own. Ignorance is what is keeping you in that state where you are right now, which is somehow not a state where you want to be. I mean, if you are somehow trying to achieve more in life, then there's a part of you that has to now realize the fact that you cannot be ignorant about things. You cannot be ignorant about certain things about your life, because what happens is that ignorance somehow keeps us in that state where we are never growing, we're never going ahead and we're developing ourselves. This is a great time for you to understand the fact that we now have the power within us to create our reality. And in order to create your reality, you have to now begin to realize that your thoughts are what's creating your reality, which means that your thoughts become things, which then creates all of those problems that you are unconsciously which is unconsciously being created in your life. So what happens is, in order to become the master of your life, you will now have to take authority, take control in your own hands. Which, what I mean by that is that you have to now become intelligently ignorant about certain things that you have been consuming. See, there are 5 senses that we have, and out of those 5 senses, whatever goes in through those 5 senses inside you becomes you. So you need to know where the junk is coming from, and that's how you eliminate. See, the thing is that we don't even realize that we are constantly consuming so much junk from around us. We have people in our lives that are somehow distracting us all the time. All the time we are consumed by what's going on in other people's lives. We are continuously being consumed by stuff that's going on, what others are doing. See, in order for you to advance in your life, you will now have to eliminate certain people in your life that have been a distraction, that you have to now be consciously conscious, that you have to become consciously conscious if you want that life that you have so desired for all your life. Then I do suggest that you have to become consciously conscious of the things that you put inside you, and the people's words that you are being influenced by. So these are the 2 things that you have to be intelligently ignorant about. That means that you have to cut certain people from your environment to see that great, to spend some time with you. You see, being intelligently ignorant does mean that you are now responsible for creating your own life. It does mean that you are now committed to a life that is going to help you to prosper towards that wealth that you want, towards money that you have been seeking, towards something that you have so desired all your life, and now you have to take that step towards creating that for yourself. See, if there's something inside you that is calling out for you, then that means that is something you must listen to. And in order to listen to that, you're going to have to shut certain voices out from your from your mind. And in order to do that, that means that those voices are somehow the voices that are echoing from the environment that's been created by you. Now those voices, in order to listen to your intuition, in order to listen to your heart, you're gonna have to cut certain people away. You have to break away from certain people in your life, and that is what you have to be consciously conscious of. You don't really have to be the bad person in their life. I mean, even if they see, all you have to do is just focus on you. And if you are focusing on you, and if you tell them that, hey, I'm gonna focus on me from now on, and how about we take some time off from each other? And what's gonna happen is that eventually you'll see that either they're okay with it or they're not okay with it. If they're not okay with that, then that means that they really don't care about yourself. They really don't care about you. They really don't care about the fact that that your own self-care is being, that they don't want you to be taking care of yourself. That means that they're not really your people. They're really not your people. So that's a great test. It's a test that you should do that, to know that some people just stick to our backs and they never let us go because of the fact that they somehow need somebody all the time, and you should not be that person that's always there for them. And the point is that you have to now cut certain people out from your life. That means you have to be ignorant about certain people, certain things, and start ingesting the right stuff. See, Krishnamurti has said a lot of times that we are conditioned from our very childhood. We have been conditioned from our very childhood. And what that really means is that in order to decondition us, in order that we decondition ourselves, it's something that you don't have to be a spiritual for that. What you can literally do is you can now decondition yourself by picking up positive things in your life, by picking up the positivity in your life. That means that, see, you cannot decondition yourself, which has already been conditioned. You cannot do that because you're not Krishnamurti. So let's just stick with the fact that you have to pick up certain books by authors who have written certain words, like some positivity is coming out from those authors. Those authors are somehow trying to convey to you a positive message that clicks with you. Once it clicks with you, what's going to happen is that their words are going to become your words. And once their words become your words, that means that you're channeling their energy, and you are literally beginning to see your thoughts change. Now what's going to happen is that once you begin to do that, you yourself are literally connecting with a mind that is so inspired already, and you're just taking information from that. So what happens is that we're all connected. In a way, we're all connected. We are all connected. But the point is that in order for you to create your reality, you're going to have to do these things so that you can actually create your reality. Because the point is that it's a hack. I mean, I don't see why people don't do that, but it's a hack that you can literally become so positive in about 2 to 3 months if you just literally soak all the information from some of the great authors that have written so poetically about positivity, that have literally brought such great positivity into this world, that if you just go ahead and soak their words and make their words become your words, what's going to happen is you're literally connecting with their thoughts. You are literally tapping into their thoughts, and what's going to happen is that their thoughts are going to become your thoughts, and also it's going to become your reality if you put those thoughts into action. That's from where you change your life, you change everything. You see, it's not rocket science. This is not rocket science. This is something you can do. You have the power to control your life. It is in your hands, and you have the power to do that. I don't see the reason why you shouldn't be doing these things, because see, in order for you to grow in your life, in order for you to see a life better than where you are right now, you will have to do these things. This is something that is required of you. It is a mandate. It is a mandate. It's a mandate because now you have to reach certain levels in your life in understanding that you have not yet even uncovered, unfolded, you have to now see the fact that you have to get into certain places in life because you desire to be that person. You desire to be a person that makes a mark in this world, that leaves a legacy for yourself. I mean, at least something of worth should come out of your life. I mean, if you are here, then I do believe that the universe has put you here for its upliftment, for its bringing out whatever it is that's within you. And I believe that the universe is using all of us to do its great work. But are we really working? Are we really working towards changing ourselves? Because see, all the universe asks from us is that we change ourselves. All the universe asks from us is that we change ourselves, our behaviors, our attitudes. So what's the big deal if you are going through what you're going through? Maybe it's there to build you up. It's there that problem that you have in your life. It's there to help you to grow from it. It's there to make you realize that you need to now see your life from a place where you have never seen before. It means that you have to now become conscious of your life, that where am I? Like, what am I really doing with my life? I mean, it's not something that's too, you don't really have to understand the entire mystery of the world. I'm not saying that. That's not what I mean. I'm not saying that you have to know the entire mysteries of the world. But if you do just little things, just one thing, just if you take action. See, knowledge isn't going to help you if you apply that knowledge. That applied knowledge needs to be put. That you have to apply whatever it is that you're reading. If you're reading those authors, if you're trying to gain something from those authors, if you're reading books, then what you have to really do is apply that knowledge. Unapplied knowledge is not knowledge. That's not intelligence. If you have not applied knowledge, unapplied knowledge will never be intelligence. Only applied knowledge is intelligence. That means you have to use whatever those people say and use their methods, use their techniques in life to forward your life. Because see, they are talking from experience. They have literally written those books in 5 years, which you can read in 5 days. And in 5 days, you can digest some of the most prominent, like they must have had some really profound experiences. So their profound experiences, if you can read them in 5 days, what's going to happen is you have literally lived that author's life in 5 days. Now, if let's say tomorrow you go through something, now you have that information inside you in your subconscious. Now that information is there. It's going to act for you. It's going to act for you. Though that information that you stored, that you digested, that you ingested from that author is gonna help you to challenge yourself towards whatever it is that's stopping you from not having that which you want, because it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you. So you don't see that we feel that we consider ourselves so powerless. You know why? Because we have never worked on ourselves. There is a personal power within you. There's a power within you. There is a power that you can unlock, that you can tap into, that you can literally bring forth from you. And that power is somehow lying dormant within you. It's there. It's there. It is. I know it's there. I know it. It's there. But the problem is that you can't see it unless you really begin to dive. You have to get into it. See, you have to. Why do I say that? Because see, we're living in a world where you are really not satisfied with the things that are going around here. In the world, there are certain things that are not going in the right way. So, why do I suggest you do these things is because of the fact that it will help you. It will help you to inspire yourself, and it'll help you to see yourself from a place where you never could have seen. And see, in the end, it's all for you. Nobody else benefits from it. Only you benefit from it. Only you will benefit from it, no one else. Of course, the people that you surround yourself with afterwards are going to also benefit from it. But this is for you. I'm only saying this for you so that you can go ahead and use this, whatever I'm saying, as a way to change that habit, that habit that you have not yet developed, that you've been so wishing and wanting to develop, but you haven't yet developed it. Why you haven't developed it, I have no idea. But what you can do is that you can listen to my word, and you can say, and you can literally convince yourself of changing that way of living that you have been living in. I mean, it's easy. It is. It is really that easy. Just picking up a book. Pick up Think and Grow Rich and read that book. It's a great book. It's a book that might change your life, because it changed mine. Trust me, it changed my life. I was a different person before I picked up that book, and by the end of that book, I was a completely different person, because I applied that knowledge in my life, because I was going through some things that book really helped me come out of. So I urge you to do something with your life, to do something special with your life, because you have the power to create your reality. You cannot go around life living like thinking that you are powerless. You are not powerless. You are powerful. You are. Yes, you are. And I do know that. And you have to now just realize the fact that you have to begin to search, not for something. You don't have to know the mysteries of the world. You just have to develop yourself. I mean, really, you just really have to develop yourself. You're out there trying to blame everyone for everything. I'll tell you what really you have to blame, who you have to really blame. Look yourself in the mirror and blame that person for why you are doing the things that you're still doing. That's not helping you. Blame that person first before you can go blame anyone else. I'm telling you, you're wasting your time on the outside world. Everything is on your inside. Everything is there within you. So you have to just untap that power within you. And it's there. It is there. It is. You have to believe it. You have to believe that you are here as a channel for universe to work through you. And that's all I wanted to discuss. And be intelligently ignorant. Because see, there are certain people that you have to remove from your life. You have to ignore certain people. And there are certain things you have to stop doing. And change your thinking. Change that way of living. And eventually what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself. You're going to see yourself from a perspective you never saw before. And what's going to happen is some truths are going to come right in front of you. And you'll be like, I never realized that. It just... it's going to be like that. It's going to be like that. It has to be. It will be like that. If you follow the way, the way is there. The way is there. You just do not realize the fact that the way is there because of the fact that you feel like it's not there. But the way is there. There's a way. There's a way. And if there's a will, there's a way. If you have heard that, then develop that will. And will comes from your understanding. Once you begin to understand things in life, you develop your willpower, and that willpower then helps you see things more clearly, more clearly. You will be able to see everything more clearly. The vision, our visions have been blurred by the people that have influenced us. So always remember who. Always know. Always try to figure out who do you think is influencing you. Always ask that question. Who is influencing you? Always ask that question. Perpetually ask that question. Who is influencing you? That's a very good question to ask yourself every single day. Who is influencing you? Ask yourself, who am I being influenced by today? If I'm not doing certain things, then who am I being influenced by? If I want to do certain things, then what is it that's stopping you from not doing those things? What is it? Ask yourself, demand yourself those answers. Demand yourself. You have to demand You have to demand from life what you want, because the thing is that you do have to prosper in life. See, we're always there trying to fight against the forces that are always trying to bring us down. We're always fighting against the forces that are trying to bring us down. They will keep you down if you do not allow or demand certain things from yourself. It's time you ask yourself certain questions. It's time you ask yourself who's been influencing you. And therefore, I'm going to end this today on just that. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Thanks again. And do hit the like and subscribe button. I'm going to see you again. Bye-bye for now.